I think things are going to be changing and evolving as we go. So I think you're going to just have to continue to adapt and be, expect the unpredictable and just be able to kind of deal with it. If there's certain games that go into overtimes and pushes start times later, that's nothing you've ever dealt with before. So there's possibility for a lot of different things. So I think you just have to be very open-minded, have to be able to adjust on the fly and deal with those circumstances.
Just final one for me. We've talked about the Blue Jackets a lot, but what's the key for the series for you? What do you think it's going to come down to?
I think, we want to obviously play, dictate the terms of the game and play with the puck and control the game. We talk about it a lot. Obviously, we want to be a better defensive team than we have been. I think for us, we have to deal with the momentum swings that you see in playoffs or in a series better than how we handled some things during the regular season. So there's that, and they're obviously going to be a very tough opponent. You know what they did last year against Tampa Bay and one of the best regular seasons of all time and the type of skill set that team has. So we know they'll be well prepared. They've had success. They have a really strong identity. So I think it's kind of staying with our game and dealing with the ebbs and flows that come throughout a series, especially when you're trying to regain momentum or things aren't going your way.
There is a sense of adventure to it for sure. We're going into this, we don't totally know what the setup's like, what it's all going to be like. So excitement, bit of nerves, but you know what, we've been here a while and we're ready to get it going. It's nice to have camp behind us now and it starts for real. I mean, usually going into the playoffs, you're kind of, you're so dialed in and you've got your 82 games of routine under your belt and stuff, but we're coming off 4.5 months of, kind of nothing. So it'll be nice to get back into the bit of a routine and get at least one game under our belt here.
What did you think of the bubble when a lot of the details came out? I know some players maybe didn't know a lot of what was going to be. What did you make of what you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive what they've been able to do to, throw together in just over, 3 weeks, a month. So it sounds like it's going to be, pretty good food and they'll have some stuff set up for us. But at the end of the day, it's, when you're in playoffs, you're not doing a whole lot anyway. You're kind of just, play the game, practice, go home, rest, eat well. So outside of, maybe a little bit of fresh air, we're not going to get it'll be business as usual.
All good. I think we're all excited. We've been in phase 2 for a long time. Phase 3 felt like a long time, and we're excited to start phase 4, and that includes playing some games. So I think everybody's really excited to get after it, and Tuesday will be really good for us.
What's the biggest improvement or progression that has been made throughout phase 2 and 3 where you can see as a tangible benefit of this time?
I think, being at the rink, being with the guys, and the scrimmages. I think the scrimmages have been really good. Mimicking game-like situations, watching videos. So just getting back into mentally getting back into game form and obviously physically and conditioning wise and everything. So I think phase 3 has been really good, and I think everybody's excited to get for phase 4 started with.
I think in terms of the effort and the work that our guys put in, I think they definitely met their expectations there. I think as coaches normally do, in your head, you set really high and probably unrealistic expectations in terms of the execution and the detail of how everything would be and would look. I think that's something that takes time naturally, and it's difficult to do when you're playing head-to-head against your own teammates, especially with the playoffs on the horizon, and you're of course not wanting to be the one that injures any of your own guys. So all those kind of things, I think, took away from some of the detail that's required, and that's why the exhibition game, we hope and expect, will solve some of those problems for us and get us up to speed to be as prepared as possible for what's to come.
How much are you looking forward to the game against Montreal?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the whole environment. Everything from just getting into the hotel tomorrow and trying to get comfortable and get a feel for what that environment's going to be like there, and then the biggest question of all is what is it going to feel like being on the ice or on the bench in the game environment, within the arena. And I think that's the biggest question mark and perhaps the biggest adjustment that's left to be made. And then the final thing, as you're alluding to, is just the chance to compete against another team and an opponent that's trying to get themselves prepared just the same. So, we're excited for that. And then, of course, just really starting to focus in on our opponent in Columbus. So that's an exciting process in itself.